Hello everyone, and welcome to NWA Chicago episode number 6 of Main Event Showcase. As we are coming in to All In, we are a little over a month away, we're under a month away at this point because it's Saturday, week 1 of September, and currently it is Friday, week 2 of August, as we are, once again here at Main Event Showcase, with a very promising episode. So without any further introductions, let's get right into the show. In a bout that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Brian Pillman Jr. defeated Ross Von Erich in 7:32 by pinfall, 24E for the match. Both men got 23s individually, so a nice little main card bout there for Brian Pillman Jr. He deserves it, a win. Ross Von Erich takes the fall. Matt Stryker is shown on commentary, and he says, "What a big win for Brian Pillman Jr. Now I have a few updates for all of you on various situations. First of all, owner Billy Corgan has made a huge announcement regarding the women's division. Alpha Female has been named the number 1 contender to Kaylee Ray's NWA World Women's Championship. That match will take place next week. But that brings us to tonight. We have a blockbuster tag team match as the Havana Pitbulls will take on Odinson and Pero to determine the number 1 contenders for the NWA World Tag Team Championships. They will earn a chance to challenge for the tag titles in 2 weeks on Main Event Showcase. And that match happens now. 38D- as Stryker announces Alpha Female's number 1 contendership and the number 1 contenders tag team matchup happening right now. So let's get to that tag match. In a bout that had subpar wrestling and little heat, Havana Pitbulls defeated Odinson and Pero in 13-12 when Rocky Romero defeated Odinson by pinfall with a foreign devil. So the first loss for Odinson and Pero as a team here, and they lose to the Havana Pitbulls because the Havana Pitbulls, look at their performances. They're such stellar tag team performers. 42D for the match. They both performed in the mid-40s and 30s for Odinson and Pero. Match got the crowd hotter. I'm really happy with the performance of the Havana Pitbulls recently. I'm not going to lie. They've done very, very good. And then in a terrible match, Toni Storm defeated Kelly Klein in 9:05 by pinfall with a strong 0. So we have the debut of Toni Storm. We hyped her up last week. She debuts this week, doesn't disappoint, beats Kelly Klein. 27E for the match, 24 for Storm, and 25 for Klein. Klein was also really off her game. Matt Cross and Sammy Guevara are shown on the video screen. Cross says, "Sammy Guevara and I have formed a special bond over the past few weeks. You see, it started with a mutual respect following our match, but now it's about a mutual hatred of the Sons of Michigan. For weeks they chose to attack us from behind and ruin matches." Guevara says, "Sons of Michigan, Billy Corgan did you a favor last week, suspending you. Because if you weren't, Matt and I would kick your asses from Chicago back to Michigan. We've had enough of you cowards. So here's our proposal. At All In, you two gather up the balls to meet the two of us in the ring for a good old-fashioned street fight. No rules, just violence. Prepare yourselves, because Matt and I are going to rip you two limb from limb and leave you broken in the middle of the ring just like you've done to us." 27E for Matt Cross and Sammy Guevara, cutting a fiery backstage screen promo as they officially challenge the Sons of Michigan to set up our second match for the All In card. A tag team street fight. In about that in subpar wrestling in little heat, Flip Gordon defeated Marsh Rocket in 11:21 by pinfall. Both competitors were visibly tiring towards the end, which is not good in an 11.5-minute match. However, it was a high spots match to showcase these two. 38D-, 36 for Flip Gordon, 35 for Marsh Rocket. So we give Flip a win after his television title match last week, and Flip Gordon has a mic after his match, and he says, "I've said a lot of things about Tyler Bate over the past few weeks. I called his whole career into question. I thought he was a fraud. But last week, Tyler Bate proved to me how real he is. So I wanted to apologize. Tyler, I'm sorry I doubted you. Thank you for giving me the chance last week. But rest assured, Tyler, next time we meet in this ring, things are going to go differently. I know I can beat you. Congrats, Tyler. You deserve that championship. For now. 26E for Flippity Flip Gordon as he cuts a promo on Tyler Bate there. And now in a terrible match, Shark Boy defeated Greg Glover in 8:33 by pinfall with a chummer. 27 for both men and a 30E plus for the match. Just a little bit of a throwaway match there to fill the card. Tyler Bate makes his way into the NWA arena, and he says, I wanted to say thank you to Flip Gordon. Thank you for admitting that I was the better man in this ring last week. You were a formidable foe. But last week was last week, and this is this week. So prepare yourselves, because the Tyler Bate Television Championship Challenge is on. 45D for Tyler Bate. This was based on his microphone, but also his opponent's overness, because I knew it would improve the quality, and I feel like it's fair because he's the opponent in the match. And let's see. In a decent match, Tyler Bate defeated Rob Van Dam in 13-14 by pinfall with the Tyler Driver 97 as he makes defense number 4 of his NWA World Television Championship. This match got the crowd hotter. 36 for Bate, 49 for Van Dam, and a 46D for the match. Fantastic match there as Bate defeats the debuting Rob Van Dam. So I hadn't intended to sign Rob Van Dam, but then he announced he was retiring in 3 months, and I figured, you know what? Let's bring in Rob Van Dam for a run. He can rub elbows with the young guys, put some guys over on the way out, maybe have a run with something. I don't have full plans developed for Rob Van Dam yet, but I'm excited at the prospect of having Rob Van Dam intermingling with the young talent. He will not be a focal point, though, as you will see. NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis makes his way into the arena, and he says, "It is hard for me to find the words I need this evening. Allow me a moment." Aldis pauses, and then it continues. "How dare you, Billy? How dare you arrange a match for my title without consulting me? How dare you bring someone like Cody into my company? When I joined this company, Billy, you promised me that I was your guy. You used me as the lifeblood of this company. You used my name to lift this company from the ashes. I elevated this championship to a whole new level, defending it across the globe. And you showed me such blatant disrespect. I urge you to strongly reconsider your decision. There is no room for Cody in this company. You claim that you're the prince. Well, Cody, I'm the national treasure of this company. You want a match with me at All In? Cody, you have no leverage. I hold all the cards here, Cody. I'm the dealer, and you're the lowly chump who's about to lose everything." And with that, NWA Chicago has come to an end. Well, Main Event Showcase has come to an end. The show is over. 51D+. Nick Aldis struggled when going off script. I dislike that, but still a very good performance for him. It was based off of his microphone and Cody's overness. A very good promo from Nick Aldis, I believe. And now the show itself, I think it should get a solid D. There was definitely some good segments in that show, and I don't really see a reason. Maybe a D-, but I think it should be a D. Let's see. It's a 44D. I'm happy with that. Show increased our popularity in 18 regions. And now, let's see what it got on television. Alright, so that episode of NWA Main Event Showcase was, as always, held in the NWA Arena in the Great Lakes region, Chicago, Illinois to be exact, in front of 1,562 fans, so attendance was slightly down. However, we have our best TV viewership so far at a .03, 22,700 viewers, and the show was a 44D. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you will join us next week as the Alpha Female takes on Kaylee Ray for the NWA World Women's Championship. What will happen? How will Billy Corgan and Cody respond to Nick Aldis's proclamation of being the dealer? Will the Sons of Michigan respond to Sammy Guevara and Matt Cross's challenge? How will P.D. Williams and Scott Steiner react to the Havana Pitbulls being named the #1 contenders? Find out all of that and more next week on NWA Main Event Showcase.